Good evening, everyone. This is Cricket Lot for Wednesday, April 22nd, 2026. And tonight we are going to talk about telomeres, what they are, what they do, how do you make them better, all of that stuff. So it's an interesting topic that I've just started reading about. So it's like comparing two people. They're the same age biologically, but one is tired, always tired. She catches every cold, every flu thing that comes along, achy, her neck and shoulders hurt, sometimes her heart races. She looks haggard and worn out. She looks older than her age. Another person, the same age, her friend, looks vibrant. Her eyes and skin are bright, lots of energy for her daily activities. But biologically, they are not the same age. They both have stresses in their life, but it has to do with the activity in their cells. Some people say it's genetics, some people say it's environment, the nurture versus nature thing, but it's really kind of a combination of both. So your environment can affect your genes. So genes load the gun, and then the environment pulls the trigger. So you can start off with, super good genes or semi-good genes. But if your environment is poor, and we'll talk about what constitutes a poor environment, then your genes get worse and worse. So the chromosomes are where you find the telomeres. And the ends of your chromosomes, you've seen a chromosome, that helix spiral thing. The ends of each of those little things is the telomere. So it's like the little plastic end on a shoelace. That's the telomere on your chromosomes. Okay. So without those little protective caps on the end, your DNA is going to get frayed and get damaged. So what do they actually do? Every time your cells divide, like your skin cells divide and push out the old skin cells and you get new skin cells, right? Your liver, your bones, every time those cells divide and renew them. So I don't know if you know this, but every 7 years you have a whole new body. All of your cells are replaced. Now, some cells, of course, are faster than others. Skin cells are just a few days. Organ cells are a few months. Bone cells, all of your bones, takes about 7 years to replace them with new cells. So every time your cells divide, your DNA has to copy itself. And the telomeres get a tiny bit shorter, tiny bit shorter, tiny bit shorter every time. And when they get too short, the cells stop working or they die. That's one of the reasons that we age. Okay? So when your cells divide and your telomeres shorten, that creates more stress to your body. So more stress, more damage, faster shortening. So what makes telomeres shrink faster? Chronic stress, inflammation, oxidative stress, that's free radicals, poor sleep, processed food for your diet. They all accelerate aging at the cellular level, okay? So can anything slow that down or make it better? So your body has an enzyme called telomerase, and it can help rebuild or maintain telomeres. But it's not super active in most adults. So instead, the goal becomes slow down the damage more than trying to regrow them. Now, if we can regrow them, that's great. And some research says you can. So So what actually helps? Essential oils can help, and the research I did said there's no research that says essential oils, blah blah blah. But the actual research, based on actual research, regular exercise, good sleep, stress reduction, diet rich in antioxidants. So, what's rich in antioxidants? Ninja Red is rich in antioxidants. Clove essential oil is rich in antioxidants. Actually, all the essential oils are good in antioxidants, just some are higher than others. So, weaker evidence, emerging evidence, says that meditation helps with your cells, omega-3s, some plant compounds. So the best way to think about it is, don't think about how can I rebuild telomeres, but how do I protect what I have? So they're like a countdown timer on your cells. Lifestyle determines how fast the clock goes around. Okay, so they don't just control aging, they reflect how well you're taking care of your body at the cellular level. So quit eating those potato chips and bacon and start eating your cucumbers and celery, right?
No bacon?
What's that?
That's a first.
So, let's see, where are we? Okay. There's no solid human evidence that essential oils can rebuild telomeres, but they can support your body in ways that help protect them. So, oils like rosemary and thyme, and especially the blend called Longevity, has antioxidant properties. So, Longevity is the best thing for you. And you can get it in essential oil, or you can get it as a supplement. It has thyme, which we just said thyme is one that can help support. It has clove, orange, and frankincense. And clove is a huge antioxidant. We used to put clove in the omega essential oil, the fish oil, to keep it from going rancid. So it's good. And then, of course, all the oils that can help reduce stress. So lavender, stress away, peace and calming, whatever reduces stress for you. So because stress and inflammation speed up telomere shortening, those essential oils are good for making your telomeres more healthy. So what helps them the most? Getting good sleep, managing stress, eating real whole foods, moving your body, a little bit of exercise. Okay, so here's a couple of routines that you can do in the morning. Diffuse rosemary or basil or longevity. Midday, do a quick lavender reset when you feel stressed. You don't have to go take a nap. Just sit down for 2 minutes, smell whatever your most relaxing essential oil is. Concentrate on relaxing your shoulders, relaxing your face muscles, relaxing your body, and just smell that oil, just 2 minutes. And that can really help through the day with stress levels. And then again, evening wind down with calming oils and prioritize your sleep. So I wanted to read this one part. This is the book I got a lot of this out of. It's called The Telomere Effect by Elizabeth Blackburn, and Elissa Epple. So can you read that? It's a fairly good sized book, but so let's see. It talks about regular meal times and sufficient sleep, and so this paragraph is sleep debt is not a blame game. That's the title of it. People lose sleep at predictable times, like you got a new baby, certainly you're going to lose sleep then. When your partner goes through a snoring phase, when you feel depressed or stressed, when hot flashes hit, when first adapting to age-related changes in sleep. These events are usually temporary. They happen and they pass. But today's epidemic levels of sleep loss are not caused by these events. They're caused by voluntary sleep curtailment. Voluntary, it's a big phrase. Otherwise known as sleep procrastination. Otherwise known as not getting your butt into bed early enough to get enough sleep. So you might be responding like, I'm not volunteering to lose sleep. It's just that I have so much to do. Well, you do have a lot to do. Well, we all have a lot to do, but sleep is important. You need to prioritize it because you'll get more done if you have more sleep, right? So your bedtime is one of the few areas of sleep you can control. So take advantage, go to sleep earlier. Although if you have severe insomnia or age-related sleep changes, sometimes don't respond to earlier bedtimes. That might cause a boomerang that, you go to bed early and sleep, but then you get up too early. And so it's harder to get quality sleep all the way through the night. So think about treating sleep apnea and snoring that robs you of sleep, and get tested. There's lots of new treatments for sleep apnea, and if you have good sleep, you're going to be more alert, bushy-tailed, and bright-eyed. Enough about sleep. Okay, so essential oils, thyme oil. In an animal study, thyme essential oil helped reduce inflammation, increase survival, and resulted in longer telomeres in mice. Because thymol in thyme is an antioxidant. Okay, of course, this is mice, not humans, but thyme is a huge anti-inflammatory. So rosemary essential oil, protection against oxidative damage, possible telomere protective effects, likely due to compounds like carnosic acid is in the rosemary oil. And basil oil, same as the rosemary. Some oils help protect the telomeres in the stress cells. And there's a 7-day protocol that's called Protect Your DNA. And it's got a recipe for every day of the week. And you mix those up and put them in roller bottles. And then, Sunday you use this one. I rub it on my wrists and my feet and my back of my neck. And I just do it every day. And there's at least 3 oils in every one of these roller bottles. So it's a lot of oils for that whole 7 days. But if you can slowly get them built up, then you have enough to make these recipes. So if you're interested in those recipes, let me know. I can send them to you. So, okay. Now I got to write it down. Bonnie. Do all y'all on here want it? Joby, Gail. I'll just send it to everybody on the list.
Thank you.
Yeah. Um, okay. What has stronger evidence is in telomere support is omega 3s. We have that too, green omega 3. And ours is plant based, not animal based. So even better. Get you away from the animal based systems and it has clove essential oil in there in addition to the fish oil or the omega 3 oil. So this is a great supplement as well. So I don't have the longevity supplement because I have so many bottles of longevity. I just put it in a capsule and take that. But this is the green omega 3 oil. So whoops. And I just had, now it's on the floor, probably going to roll over it on my chair. And then my hardwood floor is going to be antioxidized. Uh, um, so, what's a daily routine you can do to help with your telomeres? So, diffuse for stress and cellular protection, rosemary, which is antioxidant to support. Basil helps reduce cellular stress. 3 to 4 drops total in your diffuser. So it lowers stress hormones, and that equals less telomere damage over time. Something that actually builds resilience is protein plus a healthy fat breakfast. Add berries, they're high in antioxidants. The midday rest, I already talked about this. Lavender, take 5 slow, deep breaths. You know, chronic stress is one of the big drivers of telomere shortening. So if you can take a 2-minute break, that just brings the stress level down. I mean, you're going to jump right back into it again. You can't get away from stress. It's everywhere in our lives, but you can take a break from it for a few minutes. So, and then in the evening, diffuse something that is calming. Maybe add a drop of thyme to your wrists or put it in a capsule and take it internally. You put the longevity in a capsule and take that. And then, of course, sleep. Non-negotiable. Poor sleep is strongly linked to shorter telomeres. Here's an optional topical blend of oils. 2 drops of rosemary, 2 drops of lavender, and 1 drop of thyme. And put it on the back of your neck and on your chest. Think of it as supportive, not a miracle fix. Or again, longevity essential oil, rubbed on, take a capsule of longevity. There you go. Okay, so do more of this to really support your telomeres. The omega 3s, so fish, flax, colorful fruits and veggies, walking or light exercise daily, and of course, manage stress. Minimize don't know where that went. Okay. That's my presentation. So, what questions do you have?
I want to know, Cricket, did they study women more than men? Because I think it seems like women have a lot more stress than men, but maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, I don't know where the studies were done. Just the generic studies. A lot of that I got from Chat GPT. So,
Okay.
yeah.
I don't have a question, but I have a comment. We did
Yeah.
this. We have the same book, Moselle. You know, the class that Ita here. We have the same. We did the same book. They did a.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I'm familiar.
So did you implement some things from it?
I did, and I gave it to my niece's husband, who was very ill. So, and I think he did some things too. They gave him such a short time, but he's still here. You know.
Uh-huh. Wow, that's great. That's a good testimony.
Mhm.
I mean, my stepmom's aunt is 103. You got to think that something's working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's been a junk food eater all her life. She loves sugar and all that. So, yeah. Debbie said, that's awesome, Joby. I know you felt better after you did all of Moselle's class, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Lisa Smith. Were you familiar with Lisa? Lisa Smith?
Yeah. Yeah.
She's great. Yeah.
Anybody else have questions or comments?
No, I guess I have to give up bacon and start getting to bed earlier.
I just read an article on bacon that said about one of the worst things you can eat because it has so many different chemicals and all kind of things in it. Bacon. My husband
Thank you
loves
for your
bacon.
testimony, Joby. I just pulled bacon out of the air. I don't
And that resonated with Barb. Bacon.
So sorry, Barb.
And they say coffee is one of the most chemical laden foods too.
Yeah.
Really?
Shouldn't drink coffee
Yes.
because there's so many chemicals that they spray the beans with.
Yeah, it's
Well, I think that
nasty.
depends on where you're getting the beans too. If they're fair ground, like fair trade, like the
Yeah,
organic
maybe.
ones, I think
And there
that
might,
makes a difference.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that's why Craig always liked the beans he got from Cricket from Hawaii.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if they're any less chemical, but
I don't know either.
I know I'm sure you can get chemical coffee, but just the makeup of coffee itself. I mean, it can raise your blood pressure and um it's just not a healthy
I'm
drink.
going through that right now. I'm trying to. I got to remember to take my blood pressure before I have my coffee in the morning
really?
Oh,
because I'm
yeah.
realizing that it's actually going up. And last week I didn't have to take any medication because it stayed at a proper, pressure.
Uh-huh.
And that's the first time in the last 2, 3 years that
So
that's
you gave
happened.
up coffee, Gail?
Oh, heck no.
Oh,
No,
okay.
no,
Well,
no.
that's why I wondered if it stayed.
No, I had to come. I couldn't have coffee because I had an infection.
Oh,
And it was
okay.
triggered by, it was triggering my blood pressure to actually plummet.
Oh,
And some other stuff was going on I didn't understand, and I was getting dizzy and all sorts of things. And something told me check my pressure, and it had dropped, which hasn't happened ever. And so I contacted my doctor, and it turns out I had an infection, a urine infection that I was not aware of. So they
Oh.
put me on antibiotics, and when the antibiotics kicked in, my blood pressure went back to normal. And I had just changed my medication, my blood pressure medication, but she took me off all the blood pressure meds. And
huh.
I've been fine up until yesterday, today. So I'm realizing that it's because I had my coffee before. And last week I had no coffee at all because of the antibiotics that they
Uh-huh.
had me on.
Interesting. There you go.
Yeah.
It's their
So
own
I'll know
little
tomorrow. I'm going to retest it again tomorrow. I just got to do it without taking anything, like coffee,
uh-huh.
and see how
Own
that works.
little test subject right there. Thank you,
Yeah,
Gail.
no
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah. So,
I hope
Oh,
it works.
yeah.
That would mean that I probably don't really need blood pressure meds.
Well, I'm thinking I don't really need coffee, but I love it.
No, I need coffee.
Just to make it through the
I
day.
just never got
I
the
just
taste
need
for
one
it, so
cup.
I feel lucky for that.
No.
Yeah, just one cup. That's all
Yep.
I have.
That's all I have. 1 cup in the morning and I'm done.
Yeah.
But Cricket, how many drops of longevity do you put in your capsule?
I usually do 5 to 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you take it more than one time a day?
Yeah, I think so.
Will it make me younger? Will I go back to being 30?
Absolutely, Bonnie. Absolutely.
Yes.
So
Thanks
can you
for
do that
lying
with the
to me,
clove oil
Cricket.
too?
You're
Pardon
welcome.
me?
Can you do that with the clove oil as well?
Yeah.
Okay. I just got some clove. No, I got it last time.
I wonder,
Um,
can you mix them in a capsule together?
Clove and longevity.
Yeah.
What they say was in longevity.
Clove.
Clove is
Clove is
already in
antioxidant.
longevity.
Yeah.
Right. So double it up.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah,
Get a lot of
I was,
antioxidants.
I
I'm
was
not even sure I
thinking
have
double my
longevity.
ninja, double my longevity. We'll be good to go. Woohoo!
We
That's
will
right.
be 30.
We'll live till 210. Oh,
I have a first cousin who just turned April 1st, just turned 100.
Oh,
Wow.
wonderful.
nice. That's great.
He
So,
stays up all night and sleeps all day.
Oh,
oh, well, I mean, that's quality sleep, right? It's
I
just
guess so.
backwards from everybody else.
that's right. Oh
I
my
could use
goodness.
So,
some sleep.
Joey, can we ask how old you are?
85.
Oh
Awesome.
my
Nice.
gosh. You
My
look great,
Awesome.
goodness.
Joby.
85. My
Yay.
husband's 86.
Something to shoot
Awesome.
for.
All right, ladies, have a great evening.
All right.
Look,
Thank you.
Joey, someone's sneaking up on you.
Yeah.
That's my 86-year-old. Say hi to Chris.
86. He looks good for
Hi, Chris.
86 too.
He was having a laugh at you talking about that sleep earlier.
Oh. Oh gosh.
I don't know what happened. She's here. I guess she fell asleep. But
Oh,
I gotta get on with Cricket I don't know where she is. She's here somewhere outside probably.
somewhere in the house. She hasn't moved out yet. You haven't kicked her out yet, huh?
No, that's not gonna be soon, I don't think.
Okay.
Thanks for the call.
Well, I
Chat
love
tonight.
you, girls. Thank you so much for joining.
Thanks.
Welcome.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, stop the recording. Stop.